This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Buffalo Bulls. Taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bulls will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Warriors will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Hauls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Sends him back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete to the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
You know, football really is a game similar to chess, and there's this cat and mouse game going on between the offensive and defensive coordinators right now. It'll be interesting to see later in the game if the offensive coordinator shows the defense the exact same pre-snap look. The defense will be thinking they're going the corner route, but then this time the receiver will break to the middle of the field, might catch the defense completely off guard.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Right back to the well. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch.
Oh, the fake. The up man looking for room. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the 1st down.
I love it. How about the onions of the coach? First drive, coming out, setting the tone. They get stopped on 3rd down. Now you bring on the punt unit. No. I was ready. I had a fake, pulled the trigger, and got it.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Got his man downfield. Lots of running room. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. He's looking to throw. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. And the Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Gray. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20.
Warriors will take over. 1st and 10.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
The Rainbow Warriors can really attack on this 2nd and short. The inside handoff. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Wants to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun to give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Gray. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, this little guy is going to be difficult for any DB to cover, especially on these slant throws, because he gets out of his break and he explodes off the line of scrimmage so quickly.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Leaves it with the back. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Gray. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing it his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late, and as a result, it's an INT.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it behind the line. It's Sims. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He wants to go deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hawaii!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They should have their football cards stripped away and never allowed to go inside a stadium again. They're punting in the red zone. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Was too much. They get him at the 15.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
And the Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Gray. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And tackled there by the defense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Here's a heat. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Hunt is on its way. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Looking for space, it's Sims. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's caught. It's Harris. Breaks into the open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that's why you hustle to the football. So many guys getting there. Yes, does he break some tackles and make a play, but the next guy flying in there, and he's trying to break all these tackles, but all these guys, and what happens? All these guys got their hands near the football. Somebody gets a hand on it, forces the fumble, forces the turnover, and the big momentum swing back to the other side.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for room, it's Henderson. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the running.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Gets the back moving. Going right to work up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Sims. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Ooh, that defender just laid the wood. As soon as that guy caught the ball, there he was. Bam! Clean hit for a minimal gain.
How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Finds the check down. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Right on the money. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback ready.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Nice heads up. By the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to throw, it's Gray. Finds his back in the middle. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Grabs it in the middle. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Gray. Under fire. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Kick is in the air. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression, and they're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that one's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. He's running free down the middle. The 20. He's at, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, Keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking to throw, it's Gray. He's got it down the middle. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make plays.
Leaves it with the running back. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Henderson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Grab near the sticks, it's McMillan. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's McMillan. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Gray. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
To the air on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Ball was loose in their own end zone, and the defense recovered it for a touchdown.
And how about this defense? Pinning their ears back, being aggressive near the goal line. They could smell it, maybe trying to get the safety, but even better, force the fumble, fall on top of it. Touchdown for this defense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Rainbow Warriors will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Shelton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll line up for a second down play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Gray. Snagged out of the air. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Finding open areas. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
He leaves it with his back. Showing off the arm. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
And the Bulls really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rate.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
On the option. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. That's got it. Touchdown, Bulls. And that one will give them the lead. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, train the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to, and as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw, it's Gray. Got it in the middle, it's Daly. It's a fumble! They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buffalo! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Number 91 sets a kickoff.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Warriors will take over. First and 10.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Wants to fire on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Punt is on its way. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, it's Gray. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Caught over the middle. It's McMillan. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And the Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Bulls with the 1st and 10. They go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Gray. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
He's brought down at the 18. And that's good enough for a first down.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Buffalo.
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Motion from the wide receiver. Try to get it to the edge. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And your Hawaii Rainbow Warriors will take over. First and 10.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
He'll go to work in the air on second down. He lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place.
Touchdown, Warriors! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Able to run it out to the 28 on first down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Quickly to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Powers through the defender. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Looking for room at the 30. Turning it on. He steps out of bounds just short of the end zone, and they'll try to punch it in from there.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
Might be changing the route. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Caught behind the line. It's White. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Got his man in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Here comes the heat. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Hines is tight end. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Gray. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Brings up second and goal.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook down here.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.